And he said, and I've always liked backgammon, chess, those type of games. And he said, if you think those are fun, if you enjoy that type of stimulation, then he said, I'll show you a game that is the most exciting, the most challenging of all.
Paul's company, Tudor Investment Corporation, manages other people's money. The firm has about 300 clients and has been rated top performer in its field for 2 consecutive years. Paul is the oldest one in the office. He's 32. His chief economist, statistician, and right-hand man, Peter Burish, is 27.
We're making history today. The market.
Futures trading is a young game.
Just everyone jumped in. You know, there's a way. You know how there's a way to check.
As firms go, Tudor is small. It has only 22 employees and manages $125 million, which isn't so much on Wall Street. But the team, for the time being anyway, likes it that way. They see their firm as a small, fast boat on a large, rough sea.
What I love about it is I'm doing my work, I'm doing my analysis, and I'm graded instantly. And through the harshest teacher in the world, there's no curve. You know, I can't say that, boy, I was out late last night and everybody else in the class was at a pep rally for the football game and I only got a 70, but that was the highest in the class, so I still get an A. It doesn't work that way in the market. It's an intellectual challenge, and that's what makes it so exciting. Every day is something new, and every day is providing new information. Every day, every hour.
Paul buys and sells futures in cotton, oil, dollars, Deutschmarks, bonds, precious metals, anything he thinks can turn a profit. Every rumor, every news item can be a warning or an opportunity. For example, this morning, the wires say OPEC is on the verge of a new agreement.
OPEC has basically come to an agreement whereby they're going to have a 7% production cut. And my whole feeling is that any time that you try to get 13 people to agree to anything and I have a chance to take a position on it, well, they're going to have to, wild horses couldn't keep me from betting against them succeeding in that. I'm selling the equivalent of about 4 tankers on the opening. You've heard nothing else on OPEC?
No.
I got you.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah. What do you think of it, JJ? Is this a spot to nail it? I'd rather sell it down, though, than sell it
Betting
here.
that the agreement won't hold, Paul is selling oil futures as fast as he can, hoping that the other traders won't see what he's up to. Speed is everything.
Is 40 bid and a half? Offer 1,000. Offer 1,540. Offer 1,500 and a half. Show the size. Ask him how much he sold. Give me a number. Tell him more behind it. Do it. There's more behind it. I can feel it. They're going to get it. I'm going to get it. Iraq just said something. What does Iraq say? That's great. They have an agreement between 13 people, but 2 of them said they won't agree, which happened to be 2 of the 5 biggest producers in the world. That was tough to figure out, wasn't it?
Paul is on the phone to an oil trader who's saying somebody's been selling a lot of oil, but he doesn't know who.
That was my buddy at probably, again, the second or third largest crude trading firm. And his guy said, well, man, these guys, they sold the hell out of it. And the people that he worked with don't know that it was, which is great. That's even better. I hope they think it's some wild as shit Arab who knows the whole agreement's getting ready to fall apart.
Even though Paul trades in every kind of commodity, his specialty is stock index futures, which are traded in pits at various commodity exchanges like the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the Merc, or the New York Futures Exchange, the Knife. These people are betting not on a company or an industry, but on the future direction of the entire economy. And this week, just before Thanksgiving 1986, the big news is not good. The Iran-Contra affair has just broken, the insider trading scandal is heating up, and the market has been going nowhere.
85.90.
Okay.
To the fast market,
85.90. There's nothing here.
In spite of the bad news, Paul and Peter are convinced that at any moment the market is going to soar.
With a half an hour to go, because not only will we be selling, so will everybody else in the street. Which means I want to get Paul. Paul,
Yeah, I'm here.
Do it again. Another 300. Sell them. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Paul has bet a lot of money that the market is about to go up, but nothing is happening. If he's bet wrong, he's in trouble.
The market goes down so much more faster than it goes up. It's incredible, right? It can take out 2 weeks of work and 3.
All right, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry, I had to go make my coffee. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. If you're new here, do we have any new traders here this morning? Give you guys a second. Man, like I said, I don't know, for those that are watching that can see the chat, I don't know who all has apps or doesn't have apps. But I tell you what, man, these levels have finally cleared up. So today we have the farmers payroll. We have the farmers of the payroll today. I don't think you're going to see any big changes. Maybe you could, I don't know. I have no idea. So yesterday afternoon, we got long a few different times. Listen, hit the like button for me. If you're new here or if welcome. We're glad to have you. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. If you don't understand something, if you would like to donate to the stream, links in the description. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that link is also in the description. If you would like to sponsor today's stream, that link's in the description. Send a donation with your advertisement, with your company, whatever, what have you. So we finally can see here, which we've had this major level here at 570 on the SPY. Oh, let me not forget. Hit the like button, subscribe again, send a donation to the stream. I've got a few ideas here that I'm going to take, depending on how this data comes out here in the next 5 minutes. But we can get please subscribe because it takes just a second. That's all. And once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a cash giveaway to you guys, to the subscribers. As long as you've liked the video, you subscribed. We're going to do a really nice giveaway. And I think you guys are going to be surprised. I do. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised. So, thank you for that. Thank you for joining us again. If you have any questions, if you have tickers, aka stocks, spam the chat with different tickers if you could. Let me get this done here. All right. Let me send this out. I have a feeling, you guys, today is going to be a killer day. Just give me 1 second.
Instantly connect real-world customers to your brand. Effortlessly grow real-world revenue in CRM. Seamlessly make real-world marketing interactive and trackable. Securely integrate real-world data and insights. All with one unified platform. Flow code or no code? Introducing the second chance of BetMGM. What do you say? If you bet on a player to score the first touchdown and instead.
All right. So, for those that are new here, I'm Justin. I've been trading for, I don't know, it's 8 to 12 years, roughly, about 10 years. I have my good days, I have my bad days, like anybody else. But I have a real good sense of how do I say this? I have a really good sense of, what the markets are telling me, right? We read and we react. So yesterday we had some really nice trades on the S&Ps yesterday. Let me not forget to write that down. All right, we're gonna cover the news. I gotta hurry up. But yesterday we got long down here. We got actually today's contracts. We went for the 4th of October, just to make sure I'm correct. We got in these. You had an opportunity, and now I personally did this 3 different times on 3 different occasions here. We got down into this area. I'm like, you know what? Trust that it's, trust your level. And I was watching the tape and more so the time and sales. And as soon as we got down in here, time and sales along with this candle was just as green as could be. Right? They were around 50 cents. They went from 50 cents on this first drop and pop up here to 567. Was 50 cents and up until like 80. Like 85, like the low 80s. All right. The payroll of the farmers. The farmers' payroll. Here we go. I don't think things are going to get that crazy. I think people are getting really excited for a whole lot of nothing. I think there's going to be a lot of letdown today, but we do have clear direction, and I'm going to go over that in uno momento. And then we're going to cover the news, and then we are going to, look around for some of the top best trade ideas. All right? I haven't been really trading one individual stock this week. Normally, it's best, and I found for me, if you're watching something for a little while, but
Non-farm payrolls for September, 250.
Unemployment rate 4.1. It went down. Market's gonna rip. Market's gonna rip just on that alone. 254,000. Oh shit. Damn. Oh my god. We have to watch these revisions. 62. Average 34. Payroll 31,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Once again, guys. Oh my god. Expected 5K. 31.0K government payrolls. You see the Biden administration and what they're doing right here. And look what previously was. And if you went to last month's forecast, it was the same. It was the same. So they're physically trying to hold this up. Let's listen.
Jobs report. 254,000. Significantly better than 150 expected, and an upward revision to last month from 142,000 to 159,000, which means the 2-month revision now is a little over 70,000. If we look at the unemployment rate, it is at 4.1. 4.1. It moved lower. I can hear yields moving higher as
to go back
we
to
speak.
Monday's open.
And 4.1, of course, equals where we were in June. You have to go to May to get a lower number at 4%. Average hourly earnings month over month, better than expected, up 0.4%, which equals where we have been in May. You have to go back to the beginning of the year, January, when we were up 0.5%. Now, if we look at average hourly earnings on a year-over-year basis, this number also much better than expected. 4%. 4%. That equals where we were in May. You have to go to March to find a higher number at 4.1. The work week, 34.2, which makes it actually...
All right, so that's a problem, bro. That's a problem. I mean, it's not a problem. I'm glad they're doing their part, but... All right, so expected 5,000, they hired 30,000. Like, what the flip? All right, so the major level that we have here, as you guys can see on the QQQ, is right here. This is the level. All right. So I'm going to be keeping my eyes on today. If the SPY holds this level, we have to hold this 570 level, guys. And if we get an opportunity during market hours to get an opportunity to take a long there, it doesn't seem like it wants to hold. If we end up back under it, it just this is kind of telling us what the market's going to do for the next little while. That's a really good. That's a toss. You toss that coin in the soft landing bucket. The government's going to step in and provide jobs if nobody else will. There is a minor level up here that we did not hold. So here's what I'm watching. I'm watching for one more test back up to this level right here. And if we cannot get up above it, then I expect us to come something like this, right? We come up, we test it, we can't get through it. It pulls in, right? Puts in that higher low right here at 570.50. And then look for it to try to break a little bit. And if it cannot, then I want to see. I want to see this thing give it up. I want to see it give it up. Okay? Here it goes. It's going to hold this level, 570.50. We're holding, you know, depending on how it does it. But it's going to be retracing. Like, okay, we just went to 571. Right? We got through 570. We went back and we tested it. So now what do we do? 571. Let's go meet our maker. Let's go see. Okay, will buyers step up? Our buyer's going to step up. So, you know, if we do get up here and you do hold and you kind of extend a little bit and kind of just consolidate right here, then it's on. Then it's on. All right. Try to, you know, I outside of what I just said there, that's the only way I know how to explain it, at least for the overall markets. So there's your test. Okay, we got through it. All right, so that's going to be 570 to 571 on the S&Ps. Okay, 570, 571. And I'm looking for the top end of this range, guys. I'm looking for the top end of this range. Let's go into the news. Let's get things started because I want to hurry up and make some shit happen today. HIMS. All right, HIMS. I don't know how liquid or illiquid this is. But I do. Oh my gosh, man, these options. Let's look for next week. What's TLT doing also? What's TLT in the Dow? Let's look at the IWM really quickly. The IWM's been falling out of bed. We got to get above this level here. We got to get above 220. Keep your eyes on 220. And for a possible pullback here to 518, 517.50, wherever this may lie. Like, yeah, right here, 518. All right, and see if you can't get back up to the top end of the range at 221. I don't know if you do all that today, but all right. So TLT, let's go look at bonds really quickly. So bonds are rising. All right, bonds are rising. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Again, we got to look at the market as a whole. All right. All right. Again, I'm just trying to hurry up. I'm going to go to the dollar, Bitcoin, and the 2s and 10s, and then we're good. All right. All right, Dixie, the dollar's rising. So anybody that was here in the beginning of the week knows that I was long UUP or attempted to get long and had to order out a UUP. Guys, we have said this. If you were here, you could be long the dollar right now, running back to 104. 103.50 is our target. All right, we want to get back up into this area up here. All right, We want to get back up there. And I think we have a really good chance of doing that. You can play that with UUP. You could have bought it. You could have bought options. All right, so Bitcoin pulling back and holding. Let's pull up a 4-hour actually. You know, I don't like that it's making this resistance again. Bitcoin's got to get above 62. Bitcoin's got to get above 62. All right, so let's talk about the news. Let's get into the news, all right? All right.
What most I'm concerned about long term is that, we talk about the different economic proposals put forth by the two candidates. I'm really concerned about how those policies are going to really play forward in 2025.
Just give me 1 second to save this stuff right here.
The Fed has focused all of us on possible weakness in the labor market and sort of the notion that not inflation has been put to bed, but that the risk lies in a slowing labor market. With everything we're seeing, I don't know what happens in the Mideast or oil prices, and we had the port strike, which
I wish I could go back and change this.
But are we back to at least 50-50 on the dual mandate? I mean, isn't inflation at least as important as worrying about weakness in the labor market?
Well, the Fed has been clear that they've shifted to a focus on the labor market and concerns about it cracking. And obviously, this number
All right,
is not
so
that today. It also tells us that the August rebound in payrolls was
we have a major support here. I don't know why I'm looking at Coinbase, but there's a major support level right there. And if we can continue, we might have a run back to 175.
it's been pretty defensive recently under the current, and that's because people are worried about this geopolitical issues. Oil prices are increasing. Also, the election is coming up, and as you said, Joe, oil prices going up. Average hourly earnings at 0.4% higher. This is all inflationary, so I think the Fed needs to.
Let me put this here, and then you have the 50-day. Okay. All right. So if we do see, which I don't know if we do. This is a major little support level you have down here on the on Coinbase. I would keep an eye on 150. All right, so let's go look at JP Morgan really quickly. Oh my gosh, look at banks, you guys. Down to 204. That's a rip. That is a rip. Keep an eye on prior day's low for JP Morgan. And if I'm telling you guys, you may get a run here with JP Morgan. And if the Dow is going to continue to be strong, I mean, it is holding up the best technically. I would look for a move back to Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. I would look for a move back up to like 210. I would. I'd look for a move back to 210. I wonder if we get banks to outperform today. JP Morgan is actually doing a lot of hiring. They're opening up a lot of branches. So JP Morgan, I'd watch this 207 area. 207 prior day's high. We'll call it right there. All right, and then we'll look. We have a gap fill above us. All right, which takes us back to 210 roughly in the 20-day moving average. We'll see if you can get back up into that area, this zone up here. That would be the zone I'd be looking for right here. It's like 209 and the 20-day moving average. And it's probably already going to get there. So pullbacks in the 206, 789. You catch $3 on JP Morgan. That's a beaut of a day. That's a beaut of a day. It's a really nice support level down here at 205, 204.50. Let's go over to NVIDIA. I've been watching NVIDIA lately. I tried yesterday to get long NVIDIA, and I just missed it. All right, this is a nice hold up here at 121, 122. So this is a major level of resistance up here at 125. Watch 125. This is a major level in my opinion. You know, I mean, it is a wedge, so I would look at this, you know, like somewhat like that, which would take you back up to like 128, 130. I mean, that's what I have to say, guys. You know, you know, the government's going to hold the government's going to hold it up, then we look to go long, right? Non-farm payrolls rose, government jobs rose.
S&P futures
So
hitting a high of 57.92.50 following that.
let's go to, you know, let me see here. Let me see here. We held it. I would put 124, 124.75 would be a nice zone here. Oh, your hand is in my shot and I'm insulted. Fucking retards. Alright. Keep an eye on that. We gotta get through it. Oh shit, what happened? We gotta get through it. That's NVIDIA, okay? Semiconductors as well have been really strong. Dude, I need to hurry up. Alright, so let me just... Come on, bro. Looks like that's it. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So what I'm looking at is to the left of me. NVIDIA has been in a really nice uptrend. Alright, so we have a nice hold here. We have this level right here, which we topped out at yesterday. Let's see if we start turning this into support, which is the bottom, which is prior day's high, which is where the box is at. I like to see this hold, and it's above it. So let's turn it green. So that's it. So you have this little bit of zone here from last week. And I think we got to target and look to be long and target 127 to 130 if this can hold. As long as the SPY and everything else can hold, I think that's what we look for. All right, that's what I'm going to look for. Oh my gosh, come on. Just give me 1 second, guys. I feel the need to jump in.
Iris Energy, ticker IREN, India Romeo Echo November.
The 2-year rose, guys. The 2 years ripping.
2024 monthly investor update.
I don't. Something's going to have to give here. All right. You have the dollar, and the market's rising. It's kind of ironic. It's a resistance zone up here. 3.9. 3.9. All right, so let's go through a lot of the movers right now. Okay, Spirit Airlines saved. Slumped 37% after Bloomberg reported the carrier's attempt to restructure its debt and avoid filing for bankruptcies have hit a snag after talks with bondholders failed to result in a deal. It's a losing business. I've been telling you guys that for quite some time now. Outside of flying, they don't make any money. All right? They make their money from credit. Right? The little flying points, this, that, and the third. Let's go to Sage.